Mark Zuckerberg, he did an interview and he looked very, he looked like he normally does.
Why do they show him as...
Well, he sets it up himself, man.
His face is...
He sits very close to the camera with the wide angle, but he always looks like he's crying or something. Like his eyes are very watery. I mean, maybe there's a reason. Maybe there's a reason. I don't know. A condition. I don't know. I can't be talking too much.
Yeah.
There could be more to the story. He's awaiting an upgrade. You know the meme. He's a robot or
version 3.
Yeah, whatever. Anyways, he's upset, or he's not upset. He's upset at Apple about the ad tracking stuff. iOS 14 privacy changes really threaten Facebook's business model. How they're going to be able to track you around a phone. You know, we talked about this so many times. Instagram, Facebook, the whole operation works and is on your phone because it can show ads to you. I mean, let's be honest. Let's break it down. Let's say what it is. Let's call it what it is. Mm-hmm. So he may be upset about that, but also he's saying, you know what? All this stuff going on with the App Store, I think it deserves the scrutiny that it's getting. Well, if you were Mark Zuckerberg, if you were Mr. Facebook, you may say this. Mm-hmm. You may think this. Apple, of course, under fire from seemingly all angles over the App Store. Started with Epic, moved on to others. Facebook in the list, Microsoft in the list with the Game Pass stuff.
Different countries as well.
Different countries in the list. Russia's in the list. Japan's in the list. Developers all over the world wondering about the 30% piece. The Apple tax, some like to call it. Others concerned about policies relating to app submissions, app approvals, so on and so forth. Here's the quote from Zuckerberg in his latest interview. Well, I certainly think that they have the unilateral control of what gets on iPhones, of what gets on phones in terms of apps. I think it's probably about 50% of Americans who have smartphones and a lot more people around the world. I think there are more than 1 billion Apple devices. So I do think that there are questions that people should be looking into about that control of the App Store and whether that is enabling as robust of a competitive dynamic. Following up, speaking about the Google Play Store by comparison, he says, as a developer, if you're not in the Google Play Store, at least you still have a way to get your app on people's devices. And that means that people aren't completely going to be shut out if they're doing something that Google doesn't prefer. I think that's really important, that people have a way to create something and get it on devices if people want. All right, so that's coming via Zuckerberg. I can't say I'm surprised by that position from him, considering the potential for upcoming disputes and so forth with the advertising business model and how iOS 14 treats it. You can weigh in for yourself. I'm sure you will down in the comments section whether Apple is justified or if it does deserve the scrutiny that it's getting. Either way, I don't think the scrutiny is going anywhere. The Epic thing is unresolved. I think Apple just sued Epic. They sued them back.
Countersuit.
There's a countersuit going on. Microsoft continues forward with their Game Pass stuff. It's going to be on Android. And iOS users are going to have to take a peek at that and see how they feel about it. Mm-hmm. So